The St. Nicholas Hotel, built during the late 1800s gold rush era in Cripple Creek, Colorado, is said to be haunted by a tall old man. We got to visit a few years back. This and other paranormal stories next, including one that recently happened in our very own BBQ Back Shack. Good evening, friends. I'm Lunacy. Welcome to our Halloween Paranormal Special. Tonight we have for you 3 spooky tales from our personal diary. But before we begin to storytell, let us moisten our tongue with a nice, cold, chilling beverage. Tonight's drink of choice, Belching Beaver's Deftones Phantom Bride. Let's begin our storytelling. Nestled within the high mountains of Colorado lies the historic town of Cripple Creek, located 20 miles southwest of Colorado Springs near the base of Pikes Peak. This town was the site of a gold rush in the late 1800s. Many prospects came to mine in hopes of striking it rich. Perched atop a hill overlooking Cripple Creek is the Hotel St. Nicholas, originally built as a hospital in 1898 by the Sister of Mercy nuns. Today, the hotel hosts 15 guest rooms, all pleasantly appointed with antiques, fine linen, and the unsurpassed elegance of yesteryear. In addition, it is said to be haunted by a number of spirits, including nuns, children, and former patients of the mental ward. One of the more often seen ghosts lurking these rooms is referred to as Stinky, the ghost of an old miner that makes his presence known with a sewage-like smell. He is often seen in the stairways as well as the double doors in room 6. Another ghost most often seen is that of a little boy affectionately known as Petey. It is believed that he was an orphan in the care of the nuns. He is most often responsible for stealing cigarettes and moving items about the tavern in the lower floor. There are many hotel reviews describing encounters with these ghosts if you Google them. We didn't experience anything during our stay here since we were mostly at the casinos, but I can definitely tell you that the hotel has a haunting vibe to it. So that's how that one played out. So let's get back to storytelling. This one in particular hits closer to home. And to be exact, this was my old residence where this occurred. Now, I currently have a family member living there, my daughter, and I'll explain a little bit more as the story starts. According to the Haunt.com website, a residual haunting is not a ghost, but a replay of a past event. When a traumatic event occurs, a building sometimes absorbs these events, which are replayed. They often play back at the same time of day or at the same day of the year. On March 28, 2020, our security cameras might have caught just that. Let's take a look at half the speed first. And now at normal playback speed. This definitely looks like a person in a walking motion. Then it tucks away underneath the porch fence. Let's take a look once more and tell us what you think in the comments. Some say that residual hauntings are like recordings that can play back many times and the story always unfolds in the same way. The person in the residual haunting is completely unaware and unaffected by your presence. Lord only knows what could have happened here for this to linger on. And now for the last tale. This one personally took me by surprise because this happened in the past week. So I have to say that it occurred here in our BBQ Back Shack. So I want you guys to review the film. Leave it in the comment if you did see something that I didn't pick up. Let's get to the story. The BBQ Back Shack has been home to Lunacy queuing since it was built in late January 2022. Ever since high school, I've always enjoyed cooking and sometimes wonder how my life would have been if I would have pursued a career in the culinary arts. Like many of us here, we use Facebook to reach out to old friends, and I had just recently reached out to an old high school friend of mine, David. David and I used to play in a heavy metal band during our high school days, but would often talk about different foods to cook and had fun doing so. He went on to choose a career in culinary arts and moved to Houston while I stayed local and took a different career path. Just about a month ago, he had messaged me through Facebook, and I was eager to tell him all about this barbecue pit area I had in the backyard, but I was never able to answer him back in time. On the early morning of October 20th, 2022, David died in his sleep. On the same date at 5 a.m. in the morning, the BBQ Back Shack camera detected motion in the area. Here is the video. I can only wonder if this was David's way of saying goodbye, a projection of his spirit taking a first and last look at the BBQ Back Shack. The art and love of cooking we shared. I can only say now that I hope you're at peace, my friend. You will be missed. And that concludes our Halloween Paranormal special for this year. I hope that you enjoyed hearing these stories, and thank you for allowing me to share a little behind the scenes look of the channel. We appreciate you guys watching. Take care of yourself and each other.